Welcome to our end of week news bulletin. My name is Kopluki Bwanga Ferdinand. The Kdf Weekly Bulletin is a show to keep you updated on events undertaken by the Ministry of Defense over the week. In today's bulletin, CS Defense appears before the Senate Standing Committee on National Security, Defense and Foreign Relations. Archbishop of the Anglican Church presides over a Thanksgiving service for the new Chief of Defense Forces. Commander Kenya Army attends the Africa Land Forces Summit. Aircraft pacifies Goma, enhancing ATMI's aerial capabilities. Defense Cabinet Secretary Honorable Aden Duale appeared before the Senate Standing Committee on National Security, Defense and Foreign Relations and affirmed the Kenya Defense Forces' commitment to defend and protect the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the Republic of Kenya. The CS revealed that plans are at advanced stage to devolve the military and bring the soldiers closer to the people for immediate response to security threats in every part of the country.
In his address, Honorable Duale highlighted that the Ministry of Defense continues to build the Kenya Defense Forces capacity to respond to human security challenges, strengthen capacity for military industrialization and innovation, and increase training facilities. He informed the senators that the ministry, through KDF, is in the process of building new and rehabilitating dilapidated schools in the banditry-prone North Rift region for children to access education.
The Archbishop of the Anglican Church, His Grace Dr. Jackson Olesapit, presided over a Thanksgiving service for the new Chief of Defense Forces at St. Michael's Cathedral at the Defense Headquarters in Nairobi. The Chief of Defense Forces, General Francis Ogola, gave thanks to God for the promotion to the pinnacle of military leadership and thanked His Excellency Dr. William Ruto for the trust he bestowed upon him. The Chief of Defense Forces sought God's guidance in leading the military as the 11th Chief of Defense Forces.
The reason I requested for this Thanksgiving service, one, to thank God for the promotion I was accorded recently by His Excellency the President. Secondly, to seek prayers for God to give me the wisdom with which to lead the military.
He extended his appreciation to various military leaders who have mentored him, saying he has undergone immense experiences and lessons that have shaped him into the person he is today. His Grace Olesapit, who is also the Bishop of All Saints Cathedral Diocese and Bishop in Ordinary to the Kenya Defense Forces, congratulated and encouraged General Ogola through the Word of God.
Order in his life.
Commander Kenya Army, Lieutenant General Peter Njiru, attended the Africa Land Forces Summit of Armies across Africa, which brought together senior leaders of armies across Africa, the United States of America, and other partner nations to solidify relationships at Abidjan in Ivory Coast. The summit is an initiative of the United States of America Army, Southern European Task Force Africa, that provides a platform for exchanging information on current topics of mutual interest and encourages cooperation in addressing defense and security matters. Leaders drawn from Wajir Air Base Command benefited from a two-day welfare seminar organized by Defense Medical Insurance Scheme, Defense SACCO, and Defense Forces Comrades Association, held at the Air Defense Wing Headquarters in Nairobi. The leaders were sensitized on psychosocial care of handling physically challenged personnel at the workplace and also exchanged ideas on policies and procedures which will guide welfare personnel in executing their duties.
Speaking at the seminar, Wajir Air Base Commander Brigadier Sani emphasized the need to invest more in professional training and called on participants to take advantage of existing welfare centers and other medical care facilities to address any challenges to mission readiness.
The Kenyan contingent troops under the East African Community Regional Force, together with Medicine Sans Frontiers and locals in Tongo, Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, opened up the Mulimbi-Kabizo Road after a landslide following heavy rains. The East African Community Regional Force lauded the collective response, which has enhanced emergency medical evacuation, movement of people, goods and services, and troops to and from Goma. The East African Community Regional Force adopted a citizen-centric approach to security to enhance sustainable peace and stability in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. The Deputy Sector 2 Commander, Colonel Adan Safe, presided over the closing ceremony of the 2-week-long micro-unmanned aerial system training at Sector 2 Headquarters Dobli. The training involved 35 participants from both Sector 2 and Sector 6 who underwent both theoretical and field training to enhance the conduct of intelligence gathering that is vital for commanders in planning and executing operations.
Colonel Safe congratulated the course participants and expressed confidence that the training had equipped them with the necessary knowledge and skills to handle unmanned aerial vehicles that will enable them to conduct intelligence surveillance and reconnaissance tasks diligently.
And now to Mombasa County. The Kenya Navy base Mtongwe in Mombasa hosted students from the University of Nairobi pursuing law of the sea for an industrial educational visit. The students were enlightened on Kenya's maritime zones, maritime economy, exploration and exploitation of natural resources, maritime safety and security of blue economy along Kenya's territorial waters, as well as the 1982 United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, which provides for sovereign states to govern their territorial waters. The students also toured the full mission bridge simulator, where they were appraised of ship operations and navigation at sea. Colonel Peter Wanga, the Commandant School of Military Engineering, officiated the graduation of Hazardous Material Advanced Course students from Kenya Defence Forces Disaster Response Battalion. The students obtained knowledge and skills in handling chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear materials. Additionally, they were taken through standard operation procedures, operating hazardous material equipment, and correct use of personal protective equipment. Colonel Wanga advised the graduates to apply the skills gained from the course in their duties while responding to disasters. And in environmental matters, in line with the Kenya Defence Forces Environmental Soldier Program, tree planting exercises were conducted at Recruits Training School in Eldoret and Mkunumbi Military Camp and Amu Ranch in Lamu. The Recruits Training School, in partnership with corporate institutions, has planted over 108,000 trees within the Recruits Training School in Eldoret. The tree planting exercise at the school for this season, targeting to have 150,000 trees planted, commenced in March this year and is expected to be complete by the end of May. In Lamu, the Kenya Army troops operating under Operation Amani Boni, in conjunction with the County Government of Lamu, National Government Administration officers, Amu Ranch Conservancy, and other community-based organizations in Mkunumbi, planted over 5,000 tree seedlings at the Mkunumbi Military Camp and Amu Ranch in Lamu West Sub-County. The Kenya Defence Forces tree planting initiatives are in line with the government's National Tree Restoration Campaign, dubbed National Program for Accelerated Forestry and Rangelands Restoration, aimed at mitigating the devastating effects of climate change.
Speaking in Lamu, Major Anthony Njeru said the Kenya Defence Forces takes cognizance of the importance of environment conservation, which is critical in supporting all activities around the globe. Lamu Governor Issa Timami encouraged the residents to continue planting trees to curb the effects of greenhouse emissions and reverse deforestation. He also noted that this will aid in restoring deforested and degraded landscapes and protecting forest resources by providing habitats for wildlife.
Thank you for watching. We look forward to your feedback via our official social media handles and your viewership next Friday for the KDF Weekly News Bulletin. My name is Koplo Kibwanga Ferdinand. Goodbye.